Spoilers ahead in this video. Hope is a dream seen by those who are awake. Hello, fellow crackheads. Jalen here. You ever feel like that life's just a never-ending loop? Like you're stuck in this mundane routine and every day feels like a deja vu of the one before? Trust me, I've been there and I get it. There's this movie that I watched that plays with these ideas that I want to talk about today. From Studio Mappa. Wait, Mappa? Wow. Okay. Those poor families. Okay. From Studio Mappa comes Maboroshi. This movie has been a long time coming, in production for many years, with being Studio Mappa's first original movie anime. When people first saw the trailer... hold on now. Ooh, spicy! There's a spicy scene? Woohoo! Woohoo, nice! Me likey! Wait, they're kids. Or are they? Well, you know what? I'm not gonna need these. Mari Okada? You know what? I'm going to need these tissues back. Maboroshi is a new breathtaking story with amazing visuals from the legendary Mari Okada, who is known for works like Anohana, Makia, and more. So you know you're going to need those tissues, and it's not for wanking, but for the coming of those tears. What I can simply describe this anime as is a coming-of-age story with people who never age. Or is it a coming-of-age story because people never age? Or people never age because it is a coming-of-age story? Ha! I'm gonna kill myself. It is filled with amazing animation, visuals, great character acting animation, and plot. Literally, I swear to God, guys, this was important for the plot. So when I first saw this movie, I actually knew nothing about it. I came into this blind, and I came out having experienced a brilliant story that reflected on myself and how I live with life. Many themes are presented in this movie, many upfront and blunt, and some in metaphorical ways. And I really resonated with the beauty of this movie. It took me 20 to 30 minutes to get an idea of the premise from the dialogue and scenes shown, so it's not a whole exposition dump. It gives you time to live and understand these characters that are more than meets the eye, before we are fully pushed into the plot that these characters now get into. The movie starts out with our mop-top protagonist Masamune in a Japanese rural town where he is harassed every day. Sexually.
Keep your horniness to yourself.
Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Sort of. Then everyone just says, alright, and they just move on with their lives. Or do they? Time is frozen. This was now a town where no one ages. Forever, these characters are children, never get to grow up, grow old. A pregnant woman can't even meet their own unborn child. All of this going on for an eternity, stuck in that place.
We're already stuck. Is being trapped in this damn town
Calm
not
down,
enough?
Masamu.
I want to leave. Go to a big city. Wander bookstores and see movies. I would study. Explore the world and see things that are worth seeing.
And the thing is, they aren't allowed to change, make growths to themselves as people. Because if you do, if you change, you get taken away and die.
悲しみの
And that's it. The town then decides to go along with it. And if they live on as usual, the gods will forgive them, and one day, everything would be fixed. Eventually, our boy meets Mutsumi. A girl. Ooh, a girl. Well, where they point out her name can be spelled as 6 sins. Where she shows them a thing. Well, a human, a person. Yeah, a thing. Where we learn that her name eventually is Itsumi. 5 sins. Which their names are puns on numbers, and oh boy, I knew that because quintessential quintuplets, boys! And they say you can't learn from anime. Anyways, they learn that Itsumi is apparently not from this world. She ages in a world everyone doesn't. She was found as a young child, and what did they do? They totally humanely kept her in a factory, because if they do, their world would be fixed. Logic. Yup. But things don't get better. Rather, they get worse. Nothing that the town and the people running it, all that they're doing is nothing. The cracks get worse. Their reality literally shatters apart. And then they realize that on the other side is freedom. On the other side is a world, the real world, where time moved on. They see reality that is true and find out that they aren't real. They see a summer that they can never reach, a life they could never live. But looking through the cracks of the reality, we see that actually, our boy bagged the girl! My man! Seeing your future self with your wife, so relatable. I do that every day. Yes, Mom? Yes, I'm gonna take my schizophrenia pills. Okay. Love you. But after learning this, what do? Some become confused, some accept it, some try to fight it back. But what is the point if they aren't real and that their world would end? That is a part of what makes up the heart of this film. Real or not real, who they are is just as real as anyone can be. They can feel pain, struggle, love. Seeing these characters for the first 30 minutes of the film, then experiencing the truth with them, that was important to this film, and who they are and the decisions that they make as people. That is what will take them to the end. MAPPA was working on this movie for years, and they brought their A game, and it shows. And I'm not surprised, as MAPPA produced many productions like Chainsaw Man, In This Corner of the World, Attack on Titan, and more, offering more, elevating the level in the industry. Guys, I swear I am not a MAPPA dick eater. I swear. I'm not even a JoJo fan. It just looks good. credit has to be given where credit is due. The movie does so great, presenting the many themes of life, inner growth, struggle, acceptance, and more. And it offers so many lines that really hit me that I resonated with. For example, one of the lines that they say is, being in love feels like the exact same as hating someone. It hurts, and it feels like I'm doing something wrong. And I resonated with this, as it shows that people, you, me, we all go through different emotions, some in different ways than others, but they are complex emotions nevertheless. These things are inevitable for people, humans, no matter who and what they are. Falling in love, learning to drive, growing up, have a job, have a family, all of this can be confusing and scary at times. And even knowing the fact that you might not get to experience all of those can be scarier. Sometimes we even lose ourselves, get lost on this path of our lives. But this movie shines in showing the beauty of it all, that these struggles that we all go through, proving that it is worth it. There are also themes showing that people are pushed to the brink, lose all hope. They can all fall into their own beliefs and delusions and start to believe things that make them feel safe, make them feel better, too afraid to listen to reason and accept reality. When lost in life, we gravitate towards answers we want to hear, advice, messages from people, movies, or anime, or if you're one of those horoscope girls. But hey, I'm not judging. Yet. Live for every moment, especially if the end is near. And never be afraid to fight for what you truly need to make life worth living. It didn't matter if their world was going to end. They were happy they got the time they had to live it. Regrets or no regrets, they were alive. At the end of this movie, you will be left with some questions unanswered. But in a way, it doesn't matter. It's their lives to live, their future. But now, let's live ours. I rate this movie 8 out of 10 Nipas.